Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons & Dragons. Before we jump into our episode tonight, we do have some quick announcements, including our sponsor, Forum. And Sam, actual Sam, is finally back to do an ad. What do you have for us?
Well, thanks, Matt. I'm back to read the ad. Forum, they handcraft unique wedding bands out of everything from dinosaur bone to whiskey. I'm sorry, to whiskey barrel. Whiskey barrel.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. Now Forum makes minimalist watches featuring Hawaiian koa wood, meteorite, and California red. And also pendant necklaces.
Sam, what's the matter?
Sorry, I've got these props, but they're not really helping, and I think I'm just out of practice.
You were literally wearing a hat on a hat.
Yeah, I want to say you're
I lost my touch, guys.
No.
I don't think that's the case.
Sam,
okay.
listen to me. Listen, you are the fakest person I know.
Really?
There's not a sincere bone in your body.
You mean it?
Your superpower is selling product and doing it in a way that makes people actually believe you.
Yeah. I mean,
You're an incredible liar. Born con man.
Yeah.
Watch, I will demonstrate. Thorum ships every ring within one business day for free, comes with a lifetime warranty, and has over 10,000 five-star reviews.
That's bad.
It's pretty
rough.
rough.
I'm not.
I did
I'm
not
gonna return
convince.
mine.
Awful.
But now watch, when you do it.
Okay. Whether you need a wedding ring, anniversary ring, or just want a ring that looks awesome, head to thorum.com and use code CriticalRole. How's that?
Yeah. Go. I'm gonna buy one right now. Yeah.
Falseness.
Yeah.
It's like a sham.
Gaping butthole.
Thanks, guys. Matt, back to you.
Oh, there we go. That's a great way to.
All right, children.
Sorry, Matt.
I believe that concludes our announcements. So.
Oh, it's the stand-up! I love this part!
You gotta stay fed. You gotta keep the calories
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Let them eat cake.
I like the state of your shirt.
Now, if you want to know the magic of role playing,
Yeah.
you observe, mortal viewer, pizza stains on my shirt. Behold, for when we come back from the opening titles, a miracle will have unfolded. Perhaps the will of the gods themselves.
God is in charge of that.
Billy Mays! For when we return, stain shall have been parted from cloth as the light is parted from the darkness. Okay? Everyone's laughing it up, and I am fucking deadly serious, okay?
Matron or Ravens here. You need help getting stains out of your dress?
I've been dipping these raven feathers in pizza grease all morning. I want you to watch what happens next. Is there anything that you do or say to each other as you prepare to disembark from the Chamber of Seasons? Switch it up. Edit.
Almost said that.
HBO, I didn't mean it. I'm so fucking sorry.
Sorry.
She looks up at you and goes, "You're stunning."
I wish I could say the same thing about you.
Aren't I a little bit cute, though?
No, I was only joking. Jesting.
You know, we're not going to have these bodies for that much longer. I wonder how much we could sell your parts for.
I wonder how much your ears go for, too.
Come get them.
I went to the statue of Lawbearer. I'm trying to see her face.
Do you want to truly try to see her face in this moment? You look at the mural and you alone see the paint move and shift. A set of scales, a mighty axe. The woman turns to behold you. My child, is she cross with me?
You made her sad.
A consequence of a necessary action must be burdened unshirkingly, with neither excuse nor remorse. Please tell her that I love her more than words can say.
Double, triple much, infinity.
Yes, if it strikes you to say so, my child. And though my heart does not bleed or beat, I love this world and its people. Love for me does not mean sentiment, nor passion. Love means honoring the agreements we have made. I would have our children know that I am reliable, constant. I know she found this place. I fear we are hurting it.
I think I will pray not to any one God, but to the family that we used to be.
You begin to pray in this place, the family we used to be. And I think all of you feel a little whispered feeling of being acknowledged in this place. As you pray, Trist, you see something glowing under where Ayden is sitting. And you begin to hear words. As you pray, you feel power filling you, and you realize that somebody has prayed to you here within the past week. And as you pray, you begin to hear words being spoken. The words, please make sure he's all right. I know it's within your power to do so. I know that you have been gone from this world for some time, but it can never be truly gone. Please look after my son. No great mind now bends itself to my child. For all that I have learned of magic, I cannot seem to bend it to doing that one thing I would most wish. I know that you are gone. There is a magic to you that eludes us even now. Please, look after Hallis. Around Ayden, you see the image of a woman in a enormous dark cloak. Only you can see her because she was praying specifically to you, but you feel the energy of that prayer like enter your body, and for a moment it almost is like your bone and muscles suddenly feel powerful but also tight, containing something that maybe they don't have the power to contain. And you look, and as she lifts her face up, tears streaming down her cheeks, you see the high collar of an Archmage of Aeor. You see that the image fades as she finishes her prayer, wipes the tears from her eyes, casts a small cantrip to remove the look of weeping from her face, puts the hood up, takes a holy book to the Everlight, wraps it in cloth, and hides it so that it will not be found on her person when she leaves this place. And with that, the memory of this prayer is gone. Someone in this city still believes in you. It alights on a prayer for the ill, a prayer for the sick. And as she touches it, a thread moves past out the door. And you see that you look on this page and can see damage to the book in the form of tear stains. This page, more than any other, has been opened.
Do I see his time? How much he has left?
Give me perception.
That would be a 14.
Your actions may shorten the time that this boy has, but you see that this time is not set in stone, not for you. With no intercession, he will not live to see adulthood, and the boy looks to be about 11 years of age.
The thread is weak, but it could be strengthened. It could also be severed completely in the next few days. Okay, thank you.
You see Milo looks and says, well, without faith, we are nothing. Let us hope that our way is lit. And he strides in this place as Arcadia. Nick's having a hard time.
I love him.
I'm having a hard time because I quite like him and quite despise him.
Yeah, same.
Welcome to Thanksgiving dinner.
I think, Asha, you look over and see the emissary and can feel the activation of something very powerful within the core of this being.
I'm going to go sit next to them. I'm not looking at them. And I do not have a face that makes a lot of expressions. I made you a gift. I was looking forward to showing you. I made rules. I had a forest with rules. I thought they were good. I'm sure you would have had thoughts. Can you hear me? Are you in there?
The one you speak to cannot be here. She would, if she could.
She was going to be my reward at the end of this. Do you mind if I tell myself a little lie? Everyone else has gotten one.
Little lies are okay.
It's nice to have you here.
She loves you.
I know. And I know how you feel too. And I will tell you once this is over, because you're here. They need you. I need you. It's all breaking. And the others don't understand. Why did the ones who break, why do they understand? And the ones who kept their love don't. And I know you understand. We diminish this place. Even here, we are breaking it. You're the only other one who understands that we're supposed to be fixing what we do here.
You made her a forest with rules. And I open a massive stone hand where the seedling has started to sprout into a gorgeous, large sycamore seed. Her first forest for you.
That would be a better gift. How typical.
You see that there is a complex, massive circular lock, almost like the wheel to a vault door. And as Silaha approaches, the lock opens 2 oculi and beholds you. Silaha! An honor and a gift. We did not think we would be receiving you this evening.
The gift is mine.
As always, an honor to make a path for the chosen one. And the head spins around. And as it spins around, you see this this aeormaton, who is just a stationary lock at the back of this factory, turns around, and suddenly you hear music and you see steps. Beautiful marble, long hanging blue banners, a curving marble bar, liquor up around, and you look in the mirror and see a sea of a marble and then red velvet cushioned grotto, dancing little lights as sort of arcane automata fireflies begin to spin through space. And up on a massive bandstand, you see that a gorgeous aeormaton constructed of black steel within a white platinum chest piece, almost like a tuxedo, comes out and says, "Ladies, gentlemen, designations heretofore unmentioned, I am your master of ceremonies, Chorus, and what a wonderful evening to behold. Please welcome your proprietor, the chosen one." The banners shimmer, and you see images of Silaha's face all over.
You also see my eyes go from orange to green. The gold shimmering that you saw on my kind of metal body begins to just engulf my body as I turn into this golden aeormaton, and I just raise my arms.
It all makes sense. It all makes
The whole place
sense.
cheers. Amira, you see that your friend, your brother, has been fully cheating as worship funnels into him. Just whoosh. The chosen one! And just steel hands clapping as hard as they can. You see that Chorus says, "Silaha, proprietor of the Ars Elysia, we welcome you with open arms, and other probosci as well." And you see that, and you see also, this is mostly aeormatons. You see that on a bench, there are 2 aeormatons that have these soft chain link lips that are kissing passionately on a bench. There's so many people that are cheersing with drinks from the bar. You see there's a multi-8-armed aeormaton bartender behind the bar pouring drinks in this. And you also feel a wave of powerful arcane might hiding this place from detection as this grotto of poetry and beauty and passion unfolding in the heart of brutalist Aeor unfolds in this place. As Chorus said, you look around and you see there's a couple humans here. There's one human partially disrobed with an aeormaton lover sitting on their lap. You look over in the other place, you see that there appear to be some demons that are taking off their bindings and winking as they hand their bindings away. Umleta
Tel's like, wait, where
Where is this place?
I went on the wrong listeners.
Damn it! Give me the Instagram, man. Wait, where's this place? Where's the password? Do I need a card? Who do I
the
call?
wrong god. Wrong mission.
Did you start a reverse bondage club?
Patrons of the Ars Elysia, the drinks are cold, the band is hot, and what the gods cannot see, I'll never tell. 2, 3, 4, and the band strikes up and just starts playing. And there's just so many aeormatons dancing, like one of them spinning a human mortal around. And you guys walk down into this incredible grotto.
And I go straight for like the little private section area and just sort of sit, but I can see everything and everyone can see me. And I just sort of sit there and I'm like,
Almost 30 years. I've been on Exandria this time and have never found a place like this.
oh, you've been missing out. Is it really that bad?
What exactly are you talking about? What is that bad?
I mean, look at this.
No, this.
It's beautiful.
This is beautiful. That is horrible. And the weapon being created is the end.
The end? Tell me, what's wrong with the end? No, this is the thing about beauty, darling. It's all based on things that are finite.
You desire the end?
Yes, maybe I do. For the time that I have spent here, I have seen this, and I've witnessed it, and I've enjoyed it, and to think it could all be gone like that is beauty.
It is.
I'll be honest with you, because you're the only one I can be honest to. I'm tired. I just want to enjoy this. And yes, okay, fine, maybe it is possibly my fault that we are here, and that hangs onto me and tortures me. But there is something quite artistically beautiful about it. Weaving our own end. So yes, I want to ask you now, while we're here, enjoying this, is it really that bad? Why can't we just let it all happen and go and finish?
I get up and I sit right next to Silaha, very close to your face. If it's an end you want, darling, I can make that happen. I have ways. That's my purpose. But I didn't work an entire lifetime to have it end before I experience the infinite.
That's all our problem. It's all about ourselves, and at least I have the, well, confidence to actually accept it.
Just because you want an end doesn't mean everyone does.
All right. Fine. I'll play along. But I just want you to think for a moment and take this all in and know that you are asking to destroy all of this.
Just in this location. We destroy this location so you can create it over and over again in other places. Silaha, you let this one place live. You never experience it again.
I got to say thank you very much for listening to me. I know I had my outburst, but to be honest with you, I quite enjoyed listening to myself talk. But you do make a lot of sense. I understand. Right then, no dilly-dallying, let's go.
You see their sort of 8 multi-articulated long arms with like shakers and mixers and small, arcane citrus fruits rimming the edge of strange glasses. You see there's one that appears to just carbonate things as the glass is enchanted, like liquors go into it and bubbles start to pour up. You see Forex Teneman. Forex has a perfectly spherical head with a ring of like bronze around it and 4 oculi so he can kind of look in all directions. He looks over. Boss, good to see you. Weren't expecting you tonight.
Oh, Forex, the all-seeing, all-knowing. Please, tell me, how have you been?
How have I been? Busy. Always busy. Hi, miss. Can I get you a drink?
No.
Forex, we're wondering if you could help us. Don't mind my friend over here. Still needs to whet her appetite a bit.
If you're looking for delicates information, we got some lingerie someone threw on top of the top shelf. It's been a crazy night. Whole torso spins around.
But do we really have to get rid of this?
He's wonderful. Just transport him somewhere else.
Fine.
You sure I can't get you anything?
Sure.
You hear from within your robes, I wouldn't mind a drink. And the little glass imp cage in there sort of speaks to you.
I look down.
He goes, he looks up out of the glass, like, up at your face and says, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but everything that happened in that chamber was so crazy. I think you guys are the gods. Am I wrong?
No.
That was so nuts.
Oh.
You see, I won't tell. I won't tell.
He was sealed. I thought he was sealed. He was just like
Lefty loosey, righty tighty. For fuck's sake.
I'm looking at you, looking down. I'm like, is everything all right?
in your head. Oh, in your head, you hear imp in my boobs.
And all you hear is, oh dear.
I look down and I go, well, what would you like?
I am called Slitch, and I am an imp. But you, I think from clues from how you spoke, if you are...
Come out.
Am I allowed out?
Just sit. Come. I don't want to talk to my boobs.
That makes one of us. And you see, he pops out on the bar, looks around. You see a couple demons look over at this little imp. He looks around, and you see he goes, listen, I am bound to the service of the military might of Aeor, but I would love a chance to betray.
Okay.
I am Slitch. You are... I think, if I am not much mistaken, maybe the goddess of death?
Oh, shit.
Just from some of the things you said, you were talking about death and endings, and I am very clever, and this is a huge, I think it should be obvious, this is an absolutely enormous opportunity for me.
Can I glean from my knowledge
Slitch
of...
is on the come up.
From my knowledge of arcane objects and whatnot, is he bound to this glass, or is he going to be able to escape from me?
You can tell that he is still bound to the glass, and you can actually feel an aura of about 30 feet.
Okay. I want to make sure he's not going to run.
You don't think you think if that glass broke, you'd be in trouble, but it looks like he's not going to run. He's like little pointy red nose, long red bat ears, claws. He's like really bow-legged to stand up. He can't kind of stand straight up. Like he's you can see he appears more comfortable in a partial squat, like his butt lower than his knees, like in the saddle. That's like where he wants to be. So he goes, several hours before, I was bound to the service of a drunk subway cop, and now I find myself in the company of quite a more powerful host. You move yourself down to the end of the bar. As Slitch looks up, you see that 4X looks and says, "Can I get the little guy a drink?" And you see that Slitch turns around and says, 20 big bottles of booze.
1 bottle of booze.
Yay! 4X goes, "I'm giving you a well," and takes something like off the well and hands it over. And you see Slitch goes,
"If there's any service I can be, I would be more than happy. I have been working for some time as an aide to law enforcement."
Right. Can you go invisible?
Ah!
Disappears. You see the bottle vanish and reappear with a clunk with about a quarter of the liquor missing.
I think we can find service for you.
Now, if I worship you with all my might, I will never die. Maybe.
All things die.
Oh, no.
Little eyes are okay.
Little eyes are okay. Demon souls.
Yeah.
I don't transfer those. I don't take those.
No, they go back to the abyss when they're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, you worship me. You live forever.
Hooray! I shall become a most potent demon. Very well. I shall be invisible. Do you wish anything for me that you do on your behalf?
Just pop back in that vial.
All right, great.
And you see, invisible, you hear and then the bottle of liquor clinks against the outside of the...
No!
Nope, sorry.
No!
See an old woman, sort of frazzled, curly hair, dark skin, big Coke bottle spectacles, opens with a small sort of candle lit. Even seeing a wax candle in Aeor is kind of like an anachronism. It's a very poor neighborhood. So she comes out and says, hello? Did you, how did you get in? Is everything? And you see that Arcadia says, I am Arcadia Serenveterix, an Archmage of the Magistry. I am here with some companions of mine because we believe that there may be business of an urgent nature with one of your patients.
Hello. It could not wait. This is a matter of emergency.
Oh, the name is familiar. I believe he was moved from here long ago. I'm sorry we can't help you, but...
Do we still see the thread?
Yeah.
And is it still here?
It's still here.
I know he's still here. It's okay. Oh, we really need to go see him.
Give me a persuasion check.
25.
Are you a doctor?
In a way.
Oh.
I believe that you called for help.
She looks at you. She looks over at Arcadia and goes, Serenveterix, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the research hall? I don't understand. I have not asked for any help from you see, she looks at you and says, from ground folk, let alone, you see, he says, what is the meaning of this? And you see, she looks and says, and then it looks at a priest of the Dawnfather, and it's like, I don't begin to understand the meaning of this.
I pull out the book.
Where did you find that?
You may not understand this at the moment, but we are all here to help.
Like we said, you called for help.
She turns, reaches under her son's pillow, looks at him, leans her staff against the wall, touches his forehead, clammy, cold, and pulls shape out from under the pillow. And you see for the first time in the city of Aeor, your holy symbol in her hands. Did she send you here?
Yes.
You are left here with Arcadia and Cassida. Cassida holds it and says, the doctors here have done all they can, and I have moved well outside the boundaries of what is appropriate. I could be, frankly, executed for what I have misappropriated to give to this hospital.
I am going to lay on hands and restore him for 70 hit points.
The last time you embraced your power deeply to try to work a miracle was to give a chance at redemption to the Lord of the Hells. The last time you reached deeply for power, it was to attempt to understand and heal a being that insisted it wished to know only pain. You see this child struggling to breathe, and you see a proud Archmage of Aeor, whose vast intellect commands the very edges of reality, who cannot help her child. And she clutches a symbol of everlasting light. If anything is possible, let this be possible.
And I think if this is the last thing that I do here, I would like to try.
And you see that Cassida gasps as she suddenly realizes that heart that she has been praying to did not send somebody, but is instead here. Not only does the disease fade under the power of your light, but we'll go ahead and let 70 hit points stand as you look at a young boy breathe and be the maybe first person in Exandria to be a 0th level commoner with 70 hit points.
Gotta use them somewhere.
Go. You see that Cassida turns and says, "You are she. You are she. How are you here?"
It was the plan. I do need your help.
Okay. Yes. Anything. They're not real, Ayden. They're just... And you see he puts a finger on Dr. Bezel's head, and she... just moves her limbs. He goes, "They're little playthings. They live for a second, die like mayflies. How many times am I going to hear you say family tonight? Do you really mean it? Family means us together. We didn't leave the table. You left. You left for them." And you hear a snap as her wrists move back.
I will touch her and cast protection from good and evil.
The magic is dispelled.
That which we created now exists. Just because our hands molded something does not give us the right to destroy it.
What have you been doing?
I've been brought into the heart of the Magistry. They don't know that I am of true conviction. I am part of a council of wizards. We are developing something and have been in secret for some time. And they don't know what I'm doing to it. There is a creation that is effectively completed. It has not been tested yet. We're preparing to test it tomorrow. But I have been I've been one of several departmental heads spearheading a project known as the Factorum Malleus.
That is actually why we are here.
You were aware of it, or you feared it?
What a question.
But I am part of a small, secret coterie of Archmage within the city. We are known as the Society of Primes, and we are developing this, and my research has been instrumental, and there are blocks placed into the Factorum Malleus by myself and the Society. We can help you win. That has been my dream. We can help you win. We can end this war. A weapon like this, there are political factions within Aeor that I do not agree with, but we can win this war. And I've been very careful, and we have the ability. If we could coordinate, this is a miracle that you are here. If we could,
it is a miracle that you are here. I reach out and I just hug her.
You give her a hug, and she hugs you back and says, "This has been my dream. That the ancient legends, the schism." Time and time again, you have had to come and defend us from primordials, from betrayers, over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Oh, God.
We are finally at the threshold where we can join you and make a difference, side by side.
This is fucking great. Oh man, I love it. Oh yes, sorry.
And we are gonna move from here.
I like that you hugged her thinking it was something awesome, and you're like,
okay.
I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna kill your brother.
I'm gonna. Yes.
I got you.
Tight.
I got you something.
About that.
You see in the base of the tree are the words, "A gift of the golden scythe to the magistry of Aeor." Looks like it was given as some sort of civic gift as a relation between Sky Cities.
Who treats a gift so thoughtlessly?
You see that one of the little birds in the nest wakes up. Bows its head in reverence.
Are you alone here?
There's so little. There were more trees before, but not now. And there's not very much food. People don't drop it on the ground.
There are more trees, though. Somewhere?
Few. Very few. More engines, more buildings, more loud buzzing things and humming things and rattling things and breaking things. Sorry. I can find trees if you wish.
I may have need of you. I look around. Is there anybody watching?
Give me a perception check.
That's a 25.
No one is watching you, but you do see that the tram leaves and a small frigate skyship moves over the tram station, hits a spotlight. You see it has one of these big arcane bulbs on top with this loop of brightly shining material within, and within that bulb you see that it is enchanted with some kind of divinatory magic, maybe a sea invisibility or something like that.
Very quietly, I reach into my pocket, and I find that the remnants of that apple core that I've been eating, I am just going to squeeze it until there is no life left in it. And then I'm going to breed some maggots in that dead, rotting core. And I'm going to grind, and I'm just going to drop the remnants of that apple in the nest, quietly.
The birds look. You see this mother bird grabs a little worm, drops it into a baby's mouth, and you see the apple continues to like molder, and it's sort of piling high with maggots. And you see that one of the birds hops on a branch. Softly, not en masse, one or two at a time, birds begin to come as this apple core desiccated, breeding maggots, and they eat well for the first time.
The maggots will drop into the soil and feed the tree quietly as well.
Tree with life. The tree. Mother.
How deep are your roots, child?
Deeper than they think. They believe they make walls, but they make only nets. There are always holes for life to find.
You are so wise.
I have seen more than a small tree should.
They will know how little of you it takes to break a wall.
It is not only humans that worship. And you hear the ground breaking as roots spread from this tree towards the base of the onyx pinnacle. And you see that the tree opens its roots as the soil sinks down into rock and rubble. The tree moving and pushing apart wide enough for you to slip inside.
That's so cool.
The emissary turns and quietly lumbers to the edge of the tree, trying to get as close to the nest as possible. Just kind of watches for a moment. And he opens his hand with the sycamore seed and just kind of explodes it outward, and this seed kind of twirls through the air and lands back in his hand. Bird. She bares her teeth, but I know what Mother sees in her.
Tashar sneers. Hate to be on the mission with the couple. And who knew the Ruiner had jokes? Ruiner's got jokes.
Ruin the moment.
Ruin the moment.
Get a room, Jesus. Yeah.
Why are you here?
Mortal form, I suppose, generous in the body of a construct. And I suppose that it is not your first time wearing mortal form. After all, these rules and edicts are not for you, are they? And never were. What binds you that so binds us? What binds you?
Oh dear. You're getting angry now.
I have been angry. One by one. Quiet. The calamity fading. This great destruction. Dominus gone. Marquette burned. Exandrians dead. Us marching to war over and over and over again for those that cannot die and seem unwilling to kill each other. Cries of misery and destruction were not enough to stay your hands. What stayed the hands of the gods? What called truce between you and the... And here, before he can even say betrayers, you watch a celestial crafted to defeat the forces of evil, made by your hands to fight in holy war, who has been left for years without your guidance or instruction in a truce you called. What did you think? What did you think would happen when word spread throughout the celestial ranks? That we would wait for slaughter to commence again? After the threat to you and you alone had been destroyed? I find you sickening. And you see here that a little bit of fire moves around the edge of the Planetar's eyes.
You speak of things you don't understand, child.
I'm not a child. I'm a construct, only a real one.
Come. Let me embrace you. And we're still in my domain, right?
Yeah.
So as I sort of open my hands, the skin begins to almost thread its way towards my fingers as I begin pulling sort of the fire and trying to almost take the anger out of the situation.
I'm going to say, give me a charisma check.
And that's mine.
You reach out to attempt to alleviate this. You see that Garathron steps back and says, "Don't take it! It's mine! Please don't take it!"
I retract.
You made us to be good. You made us to fight. It was supposed to be right. Sealing the betrayers, putting them in the shadows again. I have slain devils for a century, thinking it was right, and then one day I am told to sheathe my sword. And a Castriel comes to those of us who wonder why and says, "Do you know what they are doing? Do you know what they're doing? It's a war to us. To them, it is a squabble. With deference to the hands that move creation. If you wanted to make us to serve the gods, you should not have made us good." And the Planetar falls to the ground, dead.
Does it have a soul?
Yes.
Speak with the dead.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to ask for Emhira or what she does in this moment. Because Garathron, the Planetar, finds himself in the shadows at the edge of creation. Laura, could you describe your real character who meets Gorathrin as he attempts to leave this world?
Enormous. He sees towering over him a black dress, feathers in the air, and a white mask over my face. Outstretched beyond me is thousands, countless golden threads stretching out into infinite space. And I reach down with my pointed finger and touch his face. You are a child. So sad. Do you think I do not understand the sorrow of responsibility?
I did not know. And fluttering of raven's wings, golden threads. There is too much power here for him to resist. I believed that I was right, but I don't know what to believe here. Beyond the threads, there's so much darkness, and I'm scared.
Stay with me, child. I'll keep you safe.
I don't know what happens to us when we die. Do you?
Peace. You can be at peace.
I felt so convicted to oppose you, and now I'm just frightened.
Do not be scared of what's beyond. And I do not judge you for your life's choices.
What happens to me now?
You'll find out.
And he is gone.
Huh? I need a zapper.
Yeah, I was
because
gonna
this
zapper.
Fucking Gnat.
You get a zapper.
Kyle, do we have a zapper?
They're always in the middle.
Yeah, it's
Why are they
right
always in
there.
the
I
middle?
know. No,
they're
it runs.
taunting
It
us.
runs the minute it knows. It knows its thread is ending.
Trying to remember if anything.
Awesome.
Here's Tashar.
Oh, I can't reach it. Can you?
Yeah. Where's homeboy?
It's behind.
It's no. I'm telling you. The minute we bust out the zapper, it runs away. There.
It came to
It
me.
runs. It runs. It knows.
It knows. It really does.
I think
It really does.
Okay. We're gonna figure
You're
it
just gonna whack.
What's that? Oh, you want to hand it? Yeah. Here you go. Go for it. This is going to work because not everybody's present in this battle, but basically, even though you're talking telepathically, this is all happening literally simultaneously, so the information has to come out on your turns, essentially, as we go through combat.
What'd you roll, Laura? 15. Oh, I can't believe I didn't write the order down. I always write the order down.
Hallis, what form is Asha wearing?
Oh, I'm wearing my human suit.
So these are some placeholder minis here towards this pool of inky shadow in the back. I am going to need the Emissary. You are going to. Sorry, what was you rolled 24?
Yes.
So Emissary, you are. So
But did he just cast that mage just cast a spell, correct?
Yes, he did.
Within 5 feet?
Within 5 feet.
Yes.
So I've got Mage Slayer.
Great. Go ahead and make your attack. Let's do it.
You're awesome, man.
But what you end up seeing essentially is within me, my eyes go purple, and you just hear. And suddenly, this massive force of magic just dispels, and you see these arms come through, kind of grab onto what this aeormaton is and just wrench it into me. And it's like, mission complete. And you just see me go, oh my.
Pac-Man feet?
You just fucking Kirby'd. Unbelievable. As suddenly you hear it from outside. Yes. Wind starts picking up out there in the great beyond, appearing above you, parchment thrumming in your chest. Emhira, your raven's gate behind you in the wall. The Ars Elysia opens behind, one after another after another. You hear it in the immediate round after, you can feel teleportations, multiple teleportations beginning to manifest right here in this chamber. One round was all you fucking had. Wow. And the gate closes behind you as the Magistry of Aeor discovers two constructs, a dead Archmage and a broken engine, with no clue how it happened. And that's all for this episode. Critical Role. We just have to ask yourselves, is it Thursday yet?
One more round.
One more round. Okay.